Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're new, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? Definitely helps the channel grow. And for all you new subscribers, thank you for coming along with the journey, and I hope you have a successful journey like I'm having. And welcome to week 10, 2025. Well, we're having a good week. We stayed the same as my weight goal, so I would say that's a non-scale victory. And today's topic is the two seniors struggling with the economy and inflation. Oh boy, that's a big subject. I'm sure if you fall within our age category, I'll be 69 in August. My wife is in her mid-70s. And I picked up a couple of dozen eggs this week, and they were like, where I get them, they're $1 more, $5.99 a dozen, when they used to pay under $3 a dozen. And I saw even Walmart's now selling them for almost $10 a dozen. So when you're on retirement, your money doesn't go very far these days, and I get what I can afford, and then I pick up some extra meats, even if I don't need the meats, and I'll get them as I can, if I have a few extra bucks in my pocket. So anyways, we had a good week. We didn't gain any weight, but we didn't lose any weight. I picked up an extra couple of days this past week at the store that I'm currently working in, Marshall's, and makes me having second thoughts about it right now, because we got warmer days approaching this week. This week we got, starting today, the rest of the week, it's going to be in the low 60s, and Friday they're talking about 65, sunny all those days, and then it'll gradually start warming up to the 70s and 80s. And I want to go walking, and I want to go fishing, and I want to do things that Ron wants to do. I don't want to be tied down to a store. But, be that as it may, she's got me down for this coming Friday, and when I signed up for the job, I asked if I could have Fridays off, and I go work 6 days a week, and I didn't think that was being unreasonable. I'll work this Friday, but if I see my name down for another Friday, I'm not coming back. And this week I haven't seen my schedule for the following week. I just figure she just hasn't had time to put it out yet. And again, if I don't see my name down for any working hours for next week, that'll tell me she doesn't need me no more, and I'll just say, okay, well, thank you, it's been fun, and I'll just go my own merry way. But the job wasn't really intended for me to get hired on a permanent basis anyways. It was just see whether or not, I could even do the job, and, get the hours work around my schedule. For the most part, it's been very flexible. And I went in Saturday night, and I never did a Saturday night before in the fitting area, and it was crazy Saturday night right up to around 8 o'clock or so. And then I closed up with her at 9:45, and but other than that, it's been good. And charity-wise, Donna didn't win anything this past week. She had a mediocre crowd. So that couple that won that money the week before there, she gave me like $60 tip out of it. And then they brought me a nice leather wallet Friday night, and then they won another $300, so she gave me another $20. I wish she'd stop doing that. I don't do that for that, I just, when I'm volunteering, I do it because, first of all, I can't afford the both of us to play bingo on the same night, or in the same week, never mind the same night. So my wife plays, and that's our night out together, and I'll sit down and talk to her over the course of the night, and then I'll go around and talking to everybody I know and helping out in any way I can. And that was the other thing that interfered with this past coming Friday there. I'm going to be on my feet for 5 hours Friday, because I'll be, I'm going in for a 5-hour shift, and that's a lot for me for my age. And for the job I'm going to be doing, which is a shoe associate, and what that does is you got to go in the back room, you got to take the shoes out of the box, match them up with the shoes, with the size, and put a tag on them, take out all the junk, and get them ready to go on the main floor. And then you got to bring them out on the main floor and put them where they go. And there's an awful lot of work. I did that yesterday for 5 hours. And I must have got 4 grocery carriages full of cardboard shoe boxes, empty shoe boxes, a whole carriage just full of shoes that didn't have one shoe. I couldn't find the other shoes, and then you got to reorganize it where it goes for the shoe size and straighten it all out, and it's an awful lot of work. And I was tired at the end of my day yesterday, especially after working 5 hours on the overnight shift on an extra shift I took. So, we'll see what happens with all that. And again, if I don't like it, I'll just say thank you, it's been fun, but I'm going to have to leave because it's just becoming too much for somebody like me. And because too, also you got most of the guys that are following me. I've been working. I had two hips out this last couple of years. 2021, I had my first hip out, and last year or the year before, I had my other one out, and they're both fine. But they do bother me from time to time because the extra weight that I picked up over the last year and a half there is pushing down on my hip area when I'm sitting down for too long. That's why I can't sit down for too long, and I'm always constantly on the go. And but I just would encourage you guys, just don't give up. We're two seniors struggling like everybody else. And I'll probably set this up as a premiere. So if you want to ask me something while it's playing, that's fine. And so what do you got going on right now? We're going to be continuing on with the videos, putting up inspirational videos, reprocessing the old videos and creating new ones for you guys. What I've been doing with the older videos, I've been taking off all that junky junk that I had on before, and I've been re-editing it with a new voiceover to make nice and clear voice so you guys can understand what's going on with the video and the recipe that I've been creating. And I'm planning on making a first ever cottage cheese pizza crust pizza. Now, I got this particular recipe from a Google search, and I'll make sure I have the link below the video when I create it. It called for about a half a container of cottage cheese, and she used the Good brand, which I have. I was going to make it the other day, thinking I had all my ingredients, and the other thing I forgot to buy was the mozzarella cheese. So I bought the mozzarella cheese, and now I'm ready to go on it. And today, what Donna and I have an old-fashioned chuck roast in the Instant Pot, slow cooker. It's already been in the slow cooker for 3 hours. It'll be ready in a couple more hours. And the smell in the house is absolutely divine. It's the only bad thing about cooking stuff in a slow cooker. When the aroma that kicks off is unbelievable. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of walking this week in between the shifts that I work. And there was the other thing too. Then when I worked the floor yesterday, the other day when I did the shoe repair, the shoe associate, I ended up with almost 2 miles of walking just in the store alone. And if I do the charity at bingo, that'll be almost 700 miles of walking for that one day. So I'm going to tell Betty Ann this coming Friday. I'm going to be playing this Friday. And because I've been sitting down now selling pool tabs on Friday night. So anyways, I don't have too much more to add, but be watching for those recipes. Again, if you want me to make anything, you let me know, and I'll be happy to make some recipes for you guys. It's about all I got to say, and be watching for some future updates, and we'll talk to you on the next update. Have a great week, everybody.